When was the last time I uploaded something? Fuck. Welcome to Hope's Peak High, an elite school created to inspire hope in the world by teaching the best of the best. Enter Makoto Naegi, who has been accepted into Hope's Peak thanks to his super high school level luck. After entering the school, Makoto's vision blurs, and next thing he knows he wakes up in a strange looking classroom with metal plates covering the windows and a note telling him the next semester is about to start. Starting today, the school will be your entire world. The game itself revolves around the 16 characters you interact with throughout your stay in Hope's Peak, each having their own unique personality, beliefs, morals, design, and having their own super high school level skill. Considering the amount of characters there are, I'm gonna just rapid fire their skills. Idol, baseball, gang leader, programmer, gambling, fashion, clairvoyance, fanfiction, martial arts, swimming, novelist, morality, bullshit, and whatever Kyoko is. Without warning, it seems like they're thrown into a game of death as a mysterious bear known as Monokuma seems to be running the game, calling himself the headmaster. Monokuma informs all the characters that they are stuck in Hope's Peak forever unless they can not only kill one of their fellow classmates, but get away with it as well. Due to the fact that I want to keep this video as spoiler-free as possible, I'm gonna stop talking about the story and move on to the gameplay. The gameplay for this game is interesting to say the least. It's one part visual novel, one part point-and-click adventure, and one part Ace Attorney. The visual novel parts are where you're going to get most of your character interactions outside of the class trials, that is. This allowing you to talk with certain characters, spend time with them, and give them gifts. Does giving them gifts do anything? Not that I know of, but who knows if it has any impact on character growth. Now, spending time with the characters can reward you with certain abilities that will help you out in the trials. The point-and-click aspects of the game are often, but I feel are only really utilized to their fullest before the class trials. When entering a room, you'll go into what I'm going to call cursor mode, where you can click on certain items in the room. While investigating murders, you use this to find evidence. You can also use it to talk to certain people in the room, also starting the visual novel aspects of the game. Most of the time you'll get these little Monokuma coins that at first thought they worked like the hint coins in the Professor Layton series, but instead are used to get gifts for any of your classmates, tying back to the visual novel aspects. At the very least, this part of the game will give you insight into what the player Makoto is thinking. Now then, the class trials. This is where you're gonna get the most gameplay out of this game. The first is the non-stop debate, in which you'll listen to what everyone has to say about the certain situation they're discussing. During these debates, you'll find weak points in people's statements that will allow you to fire truth bullets at. Truth bullets being evidence that contradicts one of your classmates' statements. Though sometimes the game will throw a curveball at you and you'll be forced to use one of your classmates' previous statements as proof of their lie. You also have the ability to slow down time in order to make your shot hit its mark, as it can miss sometimes. Later on, you have to start dealing with white noise that will appear to try and deflect your truth bullets, meaning you'll have to use what the game dubs a silencer to get past the white noise. At times, various characters will pose questions to Makoto, causing you to enter the Hangman's Gambit. This section is by far the simplest, as all you're required to do is piece together a word with appearing letters that pertain to the trial. This mechanic is used to break up the flow so you aren't constantly in the non-stop debate. Next is the bullet time battles. These will take place when a character won't give up their position on something, whether it is lying about being the culprit, defending someone, or refusing evidence that has been presented to them. The gameplay for this being a rhythm-based game in which you must destroy their weak points by matching the beat, while also reloading to the beat, and you can use the same power you have to slow down time in the non-stop debate to allow you to negate the rhythm aspects for a short time. Once the person's influence gauge is low enough, you must shoot a truth bullet at their final statement, causing them to reveal what they were hiding. Last but not least, the closing argument. After figuring out whodunit, or more so getting close to whodunit, you were tasked with recreating the events that transpired to the students' death in a fun comic book style. You are given various extra panels that you can place, so be careful because you can fail this. The overall aesthetic of the game is, I guess, anime, but it's also much more than that. It's almost reminiscent of Tim Burton with a good chunk of the surreal art. So the art direction is weird, but it works in the context of the theme of the game. There are just a lot of different styles in the game, but they never clash with each other. There was a very clear look that they wanted to go for, even with the anime style, and it does make it stand out. The music in this game is weird techno synth horror. Yeah, that's the best way I can explain it, but again, it works for the style of the game, and brings it all together with a lot of tracks being really epic and intense in the context of when they're used. It gives a lot of good detective vibes when looking for clues. It just works so well with the game to make the experience that much better. Going into the game, I already had an idea of what to expect. I knew that it was a Phoenix Wright-esque game. The game beat my expectations and got me into the series, something that the first Phoenix Wright was unable to do. The game can get a little wordy at times as it's a visual novel, and about halfway through the game, I felt that I wanted to just skip a good chunk of the time the game was making me spend wandering around until the next murder took place. That, however, is a minor inconvenience for what is a fun game if you're into a murder mystery type game, like Phoenix Wright. If you're interested in playing the game for yourself, you can pick it up on either the PS Vita, PS4, or on Steam. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching this video. I know, this fucking video. I've been working on this video for over a year. The script is like a year old. I've revised it a bit. I tried recording it like 3 times. But it's finally out. I finally released a video. I'm working on stuff. I'm definitely working on stuff. And I'm working on animations and whatnot. Cool stuff for the channel. Anyways, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm GbcTyler, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.